Hi guys, my name is Anna. I'm after website Russian Vagabond. Today my topic is cons and pros of living in Germany. So basically I lived in Germany for 3 years in the past. Now I live in Austria, and I noticed quite a lot cons and pros, and maybe cons also influenced my decision to move to another country. Let's jump into this. This post you can find my website. So today a shortly video. I choose only which seems to be more important. We start with the pros. First pro for living in Germany, its location and easiness of travel. It's no secret that Germany lying in the middle of the Europe, and it's actually the biggest country in Europe and has the biggest population. So it's very good infrastructure to traveling to neighboring countries like Belgium, Netherlands, Switzerland, Austria, Czech Republic, Poland. You can basically most of the time you can take bus or train. You don't have to fly because everything is so close. I lived there, I traveled so much. France, Belgium, Netherlands. It's a big opportunity for you if you are from somewhere far away, like US or Australia, and you just want to explore, be close to everything, and cheap traveling. It's great. So this was also first reason probably why I moved to Germany, because I want to travel and it's just perfect. So the second pro, also important for me and I guess also for you, it's free time opportunities. You can do outdoors, you can do indoors. Germany has so many festivals, music festivals, like culture, art. You can do it in big cities, you can do it in small cities. Weekends you can spend by the lake, because Germany has so many lakes and rivers. There are a lot of cities who lie in the riverside city. So basically if you're living in a riverside city, you will spend a lot of time by the river, I guess, like most people do. Because Germans like to just be somewhere away, drink, enjoy with the family, do sports. You can do mountain biking, hiking, jogging, just walking is amazing. You can walk in the parks and nature is so accessible from all over, from everywhere where I had been in Germany. The nature was so close. So this is a big difference if you live somewhere in a big city now, like in the capital of some country. Maybe you don't have so much nature, because Germany, if you live in the capital or another big city, you will have this access to nature. Third pro also was important for me. It's to learn German language and culture. If it's something you want to do, if it's something you're interested in, of course Germany is a perfect place. Like you can do it in Switzerland, Austria, but it's not that good, because when I speak dialects you wouldn't understand any word. So Germany is perfect, especially if you go north, because south for learning German could be a bit difficult. We have also dialects, many different dialects. So when I came to Germany, I came to the north because I knew this, and this was very big decision and very important decision. Where you're gonna be your first months in Germany. So it depends if you're gonna learn faster German if you're gonna be in the north of Germany. German culture, it's also very strong culture. It's actually opposite, because you can learn German language in the south, in the north, but German culture you will learn deeply in the south, because there people wear this Dinde Lederhose. It's like traditional clothes, and Oktoberfest, who don't know. So culture more in the south and learn German in the north. The fourth pro, it's a good work-life balance. If you're an expat or you're just moving to Germany for work and you have family, or you just wanna spend less time in an office and just enjoy your life. So Germany is perfect because Germans know we work this hours, like 8 hours, and then we leave. There are no over hours most of the time. They appreciate it. They really appreciate time with their family. Yeah, they go party, you know, they go spend time with their friends, family, doing sports. They really enjoy this time after work. They don't spend these weekends in the office like many countries do. Like there are some workaholics like South Korea or even Russia. It's okay just be in the office till 7, but in Germany, a lot of people go like 4-5 p.m. and enjoy their rest of the day. And last pro, of course, it's a beer. Because Germany is the capital of beer, and beer is like water there, so you can get it everywhere and anytime for a really cheap price and a really good quality. So if you like beer, and I loved beer when I moved there, and it also was basically the second reason why I moved there. Yeah, beer is amazing, and the beer culture is very strong in Germany. People drink beer, they drink a lot of beer. They drink beer in the morning, in the evening, at night, and they, like, Germans, they know for beer. So when they have so many different beers, like so many varieties, I can't even count, like, I don't know, 1,000. Each region has different glasses, different tradition for that beer, different size, and of course taste. My favorite is in the south, so it tastes best because it's kind of like heavy beer, wheat beer, yeah. So beer, thumbs up. And now we're gonna see which cons I noticed while living there, and I heard also from other people what they didn't like. First, a disadvantage of living in Germany, and it's food. It's a lack of variety of food. And basically, if you don't like meat, especially pork, you will have a hard time in Germany, because a lot of meals, a lot of traditional food, and also like you go outside for a restaurant or street food, a lot of meat and pork, and also potato. And I don't eat pork, I don't eat potato, I don't eat noodles, and it's like everything. It's all about this what I don't eat. And simple food, like not much spices, not much taste, very heavy. So if you are from countries like India or South Asia, you will miss a taste of food. You will miss like this spices, rich food, because German food just is bland. If you like meat and you just don't care much about food, maybe it's no problem for you. I know people, they just don't care, they would eat wherever. And Germany has also a lot of breads. Many people like breads, so bread is good, at least something. So the second disadvantage of living in Germany, which everybody who come to Germany, they notice this, like, and they really complain about this. It's Sunday, it's closed, like everything is closed. Like there are really little countries, like there are Switzerland, Austria, and Germany, who close their doors. Like they close all shops, even many restaurants, like cafes, everything would normally open. They close this, and you can buy if something you need to buy. You can buy it in a how it's called, gasoline station thing, Tankstelle, and some small kiosk, or if you're lucky, you live in a big city, you have airport, of course, which open always, and there are train station, and there are some shops open at train station, but very few. So yeah, Sunday it's a hard day. If you need to buy something, you can forget about this. But also, like, what should you do? Like, I mean, in Sunday you want to go out, like shopping and entertain yourself, but if it's everything closed, you want like cafe, bars, like like many foreigners, we just don't know what to do. Like basically people just relax, we rest, we go to outdoors, we go for a walk. So the Sunday is like really easygoing day. You just need to accept this. Third cons of living in Germany, it's cost of living. So basically all these prices, rent, food and entertainment, for many people it's of course an advantage, because if you come from other West Europe or you come from US, Australia, it's slightly cheaper. But if you come from third countries, like of course South Asia, Russia, also Latin America, South America, it's gonna be more expensive, and especially rent in the big cities are very expensive. If you're a student, you don't have income and you have to calculate that you have to have at least 1,000 euro per month so you can survive. Basically, you can't afford much. Yeah, it's quite tough if you don't earn money, but if you come there to work, of course, you earn the salary, which is compensate you everything. It's great economy, but for students, it's kind of, yeah, a bit difficult. But still, you don't have a student fee in Germany, so it's good that you don't have to pay this tutorial fees, but you're gonna pay for your expenses, your living expenses. And also, like, food in restaurants can be expensive. Like, you would not get meal and drink under 15 euro. Like, yeah, for Russia it's like 3 times at least less. Yeah, you can see the difference. Disadvantage of living in Germany is the German bureaucracy. So when you first time move to Germany, it's gonna be a bit tough with bureaucracy and paperwork, and many people are discouraged by this because we're afraid, of course, of failure, and because there's no guarantee that you go through all this just hell of paper work, and then you're gonna get this visa and you can move to Germany. It's no guarantee. So yeah, I think it's a big obstacle when you move to Germany is first just go through all this bureaucracy. At least once you've done this, then you never have to do it again in this amount. But if you want to change your title, you want to change your reason for staying, for example, you switch from study to work visa, so you again have to do all this process, but it's gonna be less than when you first time come to Germany. Yeah, so don't be discouraged. And other also important cons of living in Germany and moving to Germany is finding friends and building these friendships with Germans. It's kind of hard, and also friendships are rare because Germans are a little bit closed, we're a little bit like discreet people. We don't like to share, especially their feelings. If you're like emotional person and you like to share feelings, people would like look at you like, okay, you are not all right, there's something wrong with you. So yeah, be like a bit cautious with your kind of like feelings and emotions, and you could be a bit naive, as I was a little bit naive, and like you share with people many things, but they not really waiting of you to do this. So people like treat these friendships, like new friendships in Germany, we treat it like a surface. So you have to understand that you can't like just relate yourself to these people like where you're like super friends and you're gonna die for them, because for Germans it's normally, if we have these friends, it's very few, and we normally are of course very long-term friends from like kindergarten, school or university later, I guess. And what comes after, it's like more people who they know, but you can't really tell them like these things you would tell your best friend, because you have to understand this. And for many foreigners it could be a bit difficult to learn it and how people interact, what is like relationship with Germans. So you will learn it with experience for sure. Like I did a lot of mistakes, and I was sad a lot of time, and you will learn with experience. But I see it as a cons, like friendships and relationship, all these feelings and stuff with Germans, it's not my thing. So the second one is German mentality. It's also related to German friendships or friendships with Germans. You have to learn about German mentality. Germans, who they are, how they live, how they communicate, how they behave, because Germans are special. They're not like Netherlands or Belgium or French. They are special, and you have to learn this, and you have to respect them, because otherwise you will have troubles. So Germans are very direct people and very straightforward. A little bit like seems like they are rude, but it's not rudeness. They just tell you what they think, what they want from you. Like, they're going not around, all around, like very polite, or like this high contents country like India, or I don't know, like this Japan also, where speaking, but you will not understand the meaning of this. You nothing exact. But Germans will tell you exact, like just zack what we want, and also in work and in relationship and friendships, they will tell you what they think. But don't be like sad, or don't think they're rude. They just don't play these games, and they don't liars. They really honest people, what I appreciate. But for people who just came to Germany and they don't know Germans, they don't have German friends or whatever, people who know, they will think, yeah, Germans are very, very rude, and they will be sad and disappointed. But when you come to Germany, it could be as a disadvantage, but when you live in Germany with the time, it's good as an advantage, because you will know what people are, what people think, and it's not like the small talks. We don't do the small talks. Most of the time, we don't just blah 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 blah. Everything is with a reason. And the last one is for people who are already working. It's income tax or high income tax. Because Germany has a ridiculous high income tax. I think it's the highest in Europe. Basically, you're gonna pay half of your salary to the government, but it can be very difficult when you only started, and when you earn like 2,000-3,000 euro, and you will pay a big amount of this just somewhere to the government, to the insurance and wherever. And people get like upset, because you basically see your salary, like when you get hired, you will get your gross salary. And you were like, oh, that's nice salary, and then it's just gone. You see like the rest is looking not really nice. Yeah, so people who come from countries where the small income tax, like Russia, is 13%, Middle East is 0. Like just countries where it's lower, you will be a little bit sad in the beginning, but with the time you will get used to this. Yeah, so, but it's for working people. If you're a student, you don't pay any tax till if you're working as a student, or if you earn more as 450 euro, you're gonna pay tax, but before not. And there are many different things on what depends your tax rate. Like you married, you have kids, you're single. Like a single who don't have kids pay the biggest amount, and the lowest amount people who have kids, who are married. So that's it for today. For more information about cons and pros in Germany, I have 20 of them in my post on russianvagabond.com. Check this out if you're interested to move to Germany, or you maybe want to just visit or live there for a couple of years. You will find a lot of information on my website. I recommend you, because you need to inform yourself, believe me. But in the future I will post more videos, and if you're interested especially about Germany and Austria, then it's the best place for you. See you, bye!